Hi, I'm Grant from Roll or Die, part of the Pod 6 network. I'm here with my friend Jeremiah Stivers. We're going to talk today about Beagle or Bagel. It's a game by Blue Orange. They make all sorts of other games that you've heard of. King's Domino, Photosynthesis.
Queen Domino, Double Shutter, Dr. Beaker are definitely some of their games that are pretty popular.
So today we're going to investigate Beagle or Bagel, and we're going to dig into it looking to see if it's going to be one of our favorites for an instant purchase. Let's delve right into this. The description of the game is pretty simple. You're going to have these cards. They come out to you. Some of them have a Beagle. Some of them have a Bagel. Some of them have a Beagle. Some of them have a Bagel. I get it wrong just even looking at them quickly. It's a game of confusion, and it's a game of distraction, optical illusion. Yep. It is. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for us here. It comes with these chips for a Bagel and a Beagle and a Beagle and a Bagel, and we're gonna delve right into it.
It's intended for. It says 7 plus, so it's definitely Blue Orange Games lately has been going for the family aspect towards family-friendly games. So their intended audience is 7, age 7 and up. It's only about a 15-minute game, and so there are a couple different variations that we're gonna play through and show you how it's played.
All right, so. Let's take a look at Beagle or Bagel, and we'll get back to you and tell you whether or not we think it's an instant purchase.
All right. So there are, what's cool about Beagle or Bagel by Blue Orange Games is that it has 3 different variations. The first one, you start out, depending on how many players there are, you place out these cards, and then everybody has cards in their hand. You flip a card over, and whatever you see more of, whether you see more Bagels out there, you say Bagel. If you see more Beagles out there, you see Beagles. And then if you're the first one to call it correctly, you win, and you get to get rid of one of your cards. You win the game. That variation, you win the game by getting rid of all your cards. The second game, that's where these tokens come into play. You have, depending again how many players there are. Yeah. So you have these treat tokens here. You get them depending how many players there are. And then also in the table is a Beagle token. Same on both sides. Pretty sturdy. And also a Bagel token. And what you do is you lay the cards out. You flip your card over 3, 2, 1. Flip. Whatever there's more of, you have to be the first person to grab either the Bagel, if there's more Bagels, or if it's Beagle, like Grant just did, you're the first one to grab a Beagle. And then you have to get rid of one of your treat tokens if you do not win, if you do not grab one. So if there's 4 players, there's 3 tokens. So if you don't get a token, you get rid of a treat token. The first person to win is the one who does not run out of treats. The next one is a kind of you keep the cards in your hand and so you do 3, 2, 1, flip. The cards come out and then you say Beagle or Bagel. And if you win that round, you get to take the cards. They're points. After everyone goes through all their cards, whoever has the most point cards based out of the cards that you've won, they're the winner of that game. With this, there are a couple cards that modify the game. You have a double Beagle card, and so see that means that there's 2 Beagles on there. So if there was these 2 cards out there, there would be 3 Beagles because it's a double Beagle. Same with a double Bagel. There's 2 Bagels. And so you would have 3 Bagels in this situation. You would have 4 in this situation. There are also 2 cards. They're kind of funny looking cards. One says hot dog and one says bagel dog. If that card out, it's a bagel dog, it's automatically, the answer is bagel. Even if there's no other bagels out on the table, that card makes it be a bagel. Same with this, the hot dog, it automatically makes the answer hot dog.
If they're both out?
If they're both out, they cancel each other out. Yes. There's also this opposite card. So what that does is this really plays some tricks on your brain. What this does is if the answer is Beagle, let's say there's 6 cards out there, there are 4 Beagles and 2 Bagels, you would Automatically, if this card was not out, you would say Beagle. But with it being out, you have to say the opposite. So you would say Bagel. Now,
Under the same premise, if you still had 4 Beagles and you had 2 Bagels and 1 Bagel dog, the answer typically would be Bagel, because the Bagel dog supersedes all other Beagles. But in this case, because we have an opposite out, if Bagel dog is out with an opposite, the answer is Beagle.
so it's definitely a mind trick type of game. It gets really fast, really confusing. These cards do cancel each other out if there are two, if these two are out together, or if you have 2 opposite cards out together, they definitely cancel each other out as well. So those are the 3 variations, and we're going to kind of speed through it and play this, and so you can kind of see how it's played. So something that's really cool about this game is there are 3 different variations you can play. The first one is called Discard Down. And the way it does is we set this up for a 4-player game. We played this the other night with our wives. So you set 3 cards in the center, and then everybody has a pile of 10 cards. You have it here, you cover it up, you go 3, 2, 1, and you flip your cards over. So let's say we flip all these over. And whatever there's more of, whether it's Beagle or Bagel, so in this situation, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Beagles and 3 Bagels. So in that case, Grant called out Beagle. So he would take his card, and he would take this, and he would flip this. He would, let's say he's going to do it this card here in the middle. He'd flip this like this. And then you got to shout out the answer again. The answer is still Beagle. So then, let's say I called Beagle that time. So I would take my card, and one of these 3 cards here, I would flip it over.
Beagle.
And then you still pick the answer there. So that's how you play this game. We'll go over the modification cards here in a few moments here. But so this is Discard Down. You win by being the first person to get rid of your 10 cards. This is the second variation. This is the token variation. You set out Bagel tokens and Beagle tokens. Depending on how many players you have, you set out 1 less token than what there is. So we're playing with 4 people. We set out 3 of each. You also, doesn't matter how many people you have playing, you each get 4 of these life tokens. They're called treat tokens. They're your life, basically.
They are our treats.
And so what you do is you have them here, and you're going to 3, 2, 1, flip. You're going to flip the card over, and whatever the answer is, instead of yelling it out this time, you have to grab either the Bagel or the Beagle. And if you don't grab a token, you lose, and you get rid of one of your treat tokens. So here's the example. 3, 2, 1.
Bagel. Ugh. Grab the Bagel.
But there's only 2 of us here right now, but that's how that works. If it's a tie, you have to yell out tie, and that kind of runs. And then if you don't yell out tie, you turn in your life tokens. That is variation number 2. So variation number 3 is a winner takes all type of game. You do not use the tokens this time. So it's an 8-round game. So you have 8 cards in your hand. Just for right now, we just have a stack of cards in our hand. But you have 8 cards in your hand. You have 5 cards for a 4-player game out on the table. And so what you do is you do 3, 2, 1, flip. You yell out the answer. The answer here is Bagel. And so if I yell that out, I would take all these cards. Then you fill out 5 more from the draw pile, and you do 3, 2, 1, flip. The answer
Beagle.
this time is Beagle. So Grant would take that. You go till everyone plays all 8 of their cards. Whoever has the most cards at the end of the game wins. That is the third variation.
So hi, we have now played the game. I like this game.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think this game has 3 good variants. They each bring their own thing to the table.
I was a fan of variant number 2. You were a fan of variant number 3.
Yes.
So.
And those variants are clearly described and simple to learn. They're in the instructions, of course. But I think the thing that I appreciate the most out of this game is the components themselves. This is a game that is well within the price point for our instant purchase decisions. It's under $15 for a card game, but then it also comes with thick cardboard chips that are used for different parts of the games. It comes with nice, it's a game with a good feel, nice thick cards. It's not something that's going to get destroyed easily, and you can play it often.
Yeah.
We evaluate our games by components, fun factor, how it fits into our collection. This does. It hits all of those points across the board as it comes at you. It's handy to have around in your collection because when you have just a few people that come over and you want to play something really fast while you're waiting for pasta to cook or something, sit it down at the table, play a couple quick rounds, and just really, it's a good icebreaker.
It is, and what I like about Blue Orange games, they're really easy to learn. It says 7 and up. My 6-year-old could play this game, and she would do just fine. I also have an 8-year-old. They're fans of King Domino, which is also a Blue-Orange game, another game that's easy to learn. But what's nice about it is it is family friendly, which is great for me especially. But what's nice about it is, and a lot of other Blue-Orange games is, even though it's easy for younger kids to learn, it's still fun enough that a group of adults could sit down and play this game and not get bored quickly. They would have fun playing this game. So definitely it hits its target audience very well, 7 and up. Like Grant said,
a family
game.
Family board
it's
game.
real quick, real easy.
Game.
You can play through each of the variations pretty quickly and have a good time doing it.
And I mentioned its price point. It's under $15. I think Blue Orange offers it for
$13.99.
$13.99. And we have a link to Blue Orange games and this game in the description below. We'll make sure that we include that for you guys. Check out Blue Orange games while you have this opportunity, and pick it up. It is an instant purchase.
Oh, definitely.
Roll or Die has made the decision that we include this in an instant purchase part of our collection where you have no fear. You can go online, go to your local game store, pick this up, and add it to your collection, and you know that you're getting a quality, good family playing game.
Yeah, it's definitely one that we'll be adding to our personal collection for my family. So definitely an instant purchase.
Yes, same here. So again, I am Grant. This is Jeremiah.
Thanks for having me, Grant.
Hey, I appreciate you coming in. I'm Grant from Pod 6 Network. We are here with Roll or Die, and if you liked our content, please make sure that you like and subscribe. You don't want to miss content like this, and especially when we're bringing you things like our instant purchases. These are the games that you definitely want to get out there. You want to put your hands on, and thank you for watching. Please, again, like and subscribe to the Pod 6 Network, and Roll or Die.